Almost $900,000 a month. That's how much the store is making on Etsy, selling digital recycled paper. And I asked ChatGPT, what can I buy with this money? So basically every month I could buy 1,085 units of iPhone 16s or 14 Cybertrucks every month. But this is the type of product this store is selling. This listing alone sold 339 times this month, and this is a digital product, which means there's no additional costs. Once you make something, you just list it and wait for the sale. And maybe back in the day it will be more challenging to create stuff like that because you will have to do this manually, but now we have stuff like Midjoruney, which is an AI image generator that will help you create exact same products. Okay, you can make very similar products like that. And listen, talk is cheap. This is why I want to show you one of my Etsy stores where I'm selling something very similar. Not the exact same product, but something very similar, and I use AI to make these type of products. And check this out, in the last 30 days we almost made $5,000 in revenue. So today I'm going to show you how you can create a very similar listings yourself, so you can maybe get to this $900,000 a month vibe. And if you do, don't forget who showed you this. Okay, but what is this person selling? So the thing that she's selling is called a junk journal. And if you don't know what a junk journal is, don't worry, you're not the only one. I was very confused too when I first heard that phrase, so I decided to Google it, and I still didn't get an answer because it looks like there is no answer. Okay, a junk journal is just what the name suggests it is. It's a journal of junk, but like a nice looking junk. So here's an example of a junk journal. It's just a bunch of random pages stick up together, or something like this, or something like this, or this, or this. There's no particular rule what the junk journal is. Some people use it to actually write a journal, but very often they just use it for artistic reason to like kind of express themselves. And this store is specializing in junk journal printables, which is basically a template that people buy in order to download, print it out, and create their own junk journals that this lady has prepared for them. We actually did a couple case studies on this type of industry on our community on dropshipping.com. If you want to join it, check it out. Okay, so how do you create a junk journal? Well, I'm going to show you that, but before you even create one, you need to figure out which one you want to sell, because let's face it, you don't want to just post random junk journals. You want to post the ones that are winning and are gonna get sales, right? So let me show you how we're gonna do this. So what I usually do is I use this tool called Everbee, which allows me to spy on my competitors. Okay, it's just like a Chrome extension that you install on your browser, and it just works amazing on Etsy. If you want to use Everbee, I'm gonna have a link for it down below. It's a free tool, but some features require premium. So if you use my link, if you decide to go with premium features, you're gonna get a little bit discount. Okay, but what I really use Everbee for is I look up the best sellers in the last month or 2 months. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is now when I type in junk journal, now I'm only gonna see those, and I'm gonna go to product analytics right here. And once I'm here, I'm only seeing products that are tagged with the word junk journal, which is great, but I'm only seeing the products that are in this space. I want to see all of them. So I'm going to click on Everbee database. Now I'm seeing way more listings. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply a filter. I'm gonna do the listing age max 2 months, because I only wanna see listings that are month or 2 months old, because if something is new, that means that it's been working now. If something is old, maybe it's been working forever. It might be hard to compete with something that's been trendy forever, or maybe it's that the trend might be dying now and it's just not gonna work anymore. So I want to know the current trends and what is working now. That's why I'm using the 2 months filter. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rank them up by monthly sales. I want to see which one is getting the most amount of sales in the last month. So I can see that this is the best seller. It got 559 monthly sales, and it's a junk journal of butterflies and moths. Moths, that's how you say it. So it's not even a page, it's just the elements of the page, which is really, really cool. I want to see what else is out there. So this is the second best seller. This one's selling 150 pages of random junk journals related to Christmas. This is actually what I'm selling myself. I do have junk journals related to Christmas, exactly how you see it right here. Here's another one. It's also related to Christmas, and it's just a bunch of images in a junk journal style. They look cute, but here's the problem. I'm recording this video on December 26th, which means Christmas is over. So it would be stupid of me to try to sell junk journals related to Christmas. However, I found something that looks like this. It has a pink color and it's just a bunch of elements such as butterflies, different junk journal pages, and things of the nature. And I like the fact that it's pink because you know why? Valentine's is on the way, okay? In 2 months, people are gonna look for this type of products that are in a pink color because Valentine's is usually associated with red, pink, and things of the nature. So I'm hoping that I can be ahead of the trends and try to create a junk journal that have similar colors like that's pink one. So let's get to work. So now I'm gonna use Midjoruney to create these junk journal pages. And if you don't know what Midjoruney is, it's the AI generator. And in this video, I'm not gonna show you how to use it. I assume they already know how to do it, but if you wanna have a breakdown video, I already have it on my channel. I'm gonna link it under this video as well so you can watch it, how to use it, the basics of Midjoruney. But in this video, I assume you already know the basics, so just follow me along. Okay, so we need to come up with the prompt, and there's a couple ways that we can go about it. So usually what I do is I try to get an inspiration from what is already working, right? And I see a bunch of titles right here. I can use the titles from this listing to come up with the prompt. So for sure, I'm looking for a junk journal, right? And I want it to be pink. So I'm gonna say pink junk journal page. And right here, I see words like lost pages, Victorian Rose Secret Library, and Feria Dark Academia. I can't pronounce that word. I'm just gonna copy all of this because these words right here describe the style, which is something that I want. I'm actually gonna copy this one too because papercraft might be a good word as well. So we got pink journal page, Victorian Rose Secret Library, and Feria Dark Academia papercraft. And let's use this to create our junk journal page. So while my Midjoruney is working, I wanna show you something else. So I built this tool called Prompt App. And if you're a member of a dropshipping guild, you have access to it. So what we do is we analyze the best selling products on Etsy right now, and we give you the prompt to create a similar listing. So for example, this Christmas deer, okay, sold 186 times in December, and this is the image, and we give you the prompt that you can create in order to get this type of image, and we give you an idea what can this be used as. So this can be sold as a clip art. Right here we have a dragon gothic junk journal, and we have a prompt for it, which will generate a result that looks like this. And we tell you how many times it's sold in the last month. And we add new prompts every day because we research the market, and then we come up with the prompt so you can create these products and listings for Etsy. So if you're interested, join our community. But now let's go back to our Midjoruney results and see what we created. Okay, so we got the results, but this is not what we're looking for because we got an actual picture of a junk journal, but we just want the page. So I'm gonna modify this a little bit. I'm gonna remove the word journal, and I'm just gonna leave the pink junk page and the rest of the prompt. So let's modify the prompt, and hopefully we're gonna get the results we want. That's another thing with these prompts. Sometimes you need to experiment and modify them a little bit in order to get the results you want. It's not a big deal because usually it just takes a couple of minutes, but you might have to play around a little bit. Finally, we got some results, and this is what we got, okay? And this is something that I am relatively happy with. So this right here is exactly what we're looking for. This one could work as well. Basically, what we're trying to do now is we're trying to create a bundle of different junk journal pages for people that want to buy these bundles and use them for their own purposes to create a junk journal. And we need about 24, 25 pages. They're slightly different than the others. But right here, I think we could use maybe this one and maybe that one. I think they look pretty good. So we could use these three. I don't think this one could work. These three could work. We can use these 3 pages for our junk journal. So I'm gonna upscale it and save it on my computer. Okay, so once you have your pages, you will need to upscale them to the higher resolution for people that print them out. And there are AI enhancers that you can do, but they usually cost money. I'm gonna use another tool that I kind of trick the system in order to upscale it. It's not like an official way of doing it, but it works for me. I'm just gonna use Kittle, which is a photo editor that I use for other reasons, not just for making creating stuff for Etsy, but like even to create like YouTube thumbnails. And I'm gonna show you a simple trick to do it, but that might require a subscription. I'm not sure. And if it does, I'm gonna have a link for it down below, and I'm gonna have a code that's gonna give you a discount for the subscription. But I think this method is free. You don't need to pay money, but I'm not sure. And the reason being why I use Kittle instead of like the AI enhancer is because, again, I already use Kittle for other tools, and I don't want to pay another subscription for just one tool that will do just one thing. I use Kittle for multiple different reasons, and I want to save some money on this, okay? Once you're in Kittle, this is what you're going to do. You're going to click on new project. We're going to set it as an A4, and we're going to set the resolution to 350 and click on create. Okay, now I'm going to upload the image. So just drag and drop, and I'm going to make sure that this fills out the whole page. Just like that. And now I'm gonna save this on my computer as a PNG. So the reason being why we did this whole step is basically to artificially enhance the quality and the resolution of this image. So when your customers will buy this product from you, they're gonna have the high quality image. Okay, so once you have your images ready to go, you need to store them on some sort of folder in order to share the link to that folder to your customers. That way you can automate this whole process and run it passively. Technically, you could upload them as a zip folder to Etsy and have your customers just download the zip folder, but there's limitation. Etsy only allows you to upload files up to 25 megabytes. Very often these images weigh more than that. This is why I prefer just to upload to like a Google Drive, which is free, by the way. Google Drives are free, and then just send the link to the Google Drive to your customers when they purchase from you. So here's a simple folder that I use from Google Drive. As you can see, I have a couple different stuff right here. Like for example, you can buy my little Christmas gnomes right here, but I'm gonna create a new folder. I'm gonna call it Pink Junk Journal, and I'm gonna upload the images. I'm just gonna upload some of them. So normally I would upload 24, 25 images, but let's just assume that these 3 are all the images I need for my bundle. So once your bundle is ready, what you're gonna do is you're gonna create a link. So you're gonna click right here, you're gonna click on share, and then you're gonna switch from restricted to anyone with the link, and then you're gonna do a copy link. Make sure that it says viewer, not editor. So when someone has access to this link, they can only download and see the images instead of be able to edit and delete anything that's in the folder. You only want them to be able to view and download stuff instead of edit them, okay? And there's one more thing that you have to do. You have to have the link saved up on a PDF file, which you're gonna upload to Etsy. So what I usually do is just open a Google Doc, and then I name this Google Doc something like download instructions for Pink Junk Journal. I say something like, thank you for your purchase. You can download your images from this link. And then I paste the link, and now I'm gonna click on File, Download as a PDF. And these are my instructions I'm gonna upload to Etsy. Okay, so now when you're gonna list the product on Etsy, you're gonna go with the digital files. You're gonna say you made it, it's a finished product. You have to say the year. I created it now, and make sure that you target it, that you created with the AI generator. It's very important, to be honest. Don't worry, this is not gonna hurt your listing, but you just need to be transparent on Etsy. In this age, everyone is almost using AI generators. And this is where you're gonna put the titles. This is where you're gonna create the images and upload them to show an example of your junk journals. But right here, this is where you're gonna upload that PDF file that we just downloaded with the instructions. So when someone buys this product, they're gonna download this PDF. And when they open the PDF, they're gonna click on this link and they'll be able to download your photos, okay? That's why we did all of these steps. Guys, drop a like for me. Come on, this was a very useful tutorial. If you're looking for something more in depth, I actually have a whole course here on YouTube which teaches you how to sell AI generated images on Etsy. I'm gonna have a link for it under this video. Please join the dropshipping.com to join our community, weekly meetings on Discord with me and other members that are doing this type of stuff. You're also gonna get access to the prompt app, which every day we add new prompts that will help you to create products that sell very well on Etsy. And we have a bunch of courses on Etsy, on TikTok, on Facebook Marketplace and eBay, as well as affiliate courses for TikTok affiliate. And I think we're also gonna add YouTube shopping affiliate course. I'm not sure, it depends if we find success in it and if I find someone who is good at this. And who knows, as a member, you get access to all of this. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this. Drop a like, drop a comment. I'll see you next time. Bye.